Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I want to just invite you guys to become a part of my leadership program. Leadership program discusses business on a spiritual, a physical, and mental level. We deal with emotional challenges, emotional leadership, emotional intelligence. We get us prepared for the world as it is and as it is coming present and future. We get us prepared to let go of the past. And so with that being said, I just want to give you a little bit of update of what we're feeling right now. Some people are feeling great and some people are not feeling so great. Well, I was up about 3 o'clock this morning, and I know that some of you were as well, depending on your chart. And I was hearing flow, 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 flow with it, flow with it, flow with the energy, flow with the energy. And the significance of flowing with the energy is not fighting how you feel, becoming accommodated and understanding what you feel so that you are able to articulate your emotions, which has to do with emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is something that many people have overlooked. I teach that in my leadership group. My leaders teach that, and I call them my because I'm a seasoned woman. I sometimes relate to myself as an old woman, but I'm not old, I'm just wise. And I believe in the leadership that we had in the church, whereas the mothers actually groomed the women and the men groomed the men back in the day, and they showed them the way, because that's how generations are created. And we need healthy generations, not just for working purposes, but as children going into the work to generate the new world that we're looking at. From a kingdom perspective, you can't get a kingdom without quality people, and quality people come through you spending time. It's not quantity all the time that we want to produce, but we want quality. And that means that you have to impart into a few like Jesus did. So when we look at the energies for now, we have at least 7 planets that are in retrograde. And Aries just went into Gemini, and that means that the first house energy has went into the third house energy. So you have a lot of communication and energy going on in the third house, because the third house is about community, communication, short distance travel, siblings, and siblings wanting to connect, communities wanting to connect, communities serving each other. But what happens when Aries is not groomed on a quality level? Or Aries, even when you look at the Greek gods or Clash of Titans, when you look at Aries and you see that Aries was always frustrated and angry. Well, Aries was frustrated and angry because he's the energy that dwells within our body, or that energy that dwells within our body that perpetuates change. It motivates us. It actually motivates us to get up and do things. So what are we motivated to do? Are we angry because we don't know what we're doing? Are we angry because we don't know how to channel our energy? And that is the question that we all have to ask ourselves. So to begin with, what we want to do is channel the energy that we feel. You feel the pulsating of the energy. And I know that some people are saying, well, I'm just tired and I'm sluggish, but that also has to do with Gemini, and it's an air energy. So you got fire and air coming together, because Aries is fire. And what you do on an emotional, intelligent level, what we do, is not easy, because we have not talked about these things, many of us, and we have not discussed this in a lot of our communities. A lot of our communities are just coming into accepting that we can discuss the heavenlies and the earth in the manner of the stars and the moon and the sun, because a lot of that information was taken from us. So when we put fire and air together, it doesn't always work well together. We have to learn how to get it to work well together. And that means that we have to ground our air energy, pull our minds down into the earth, and let that fire come in and settle, and channel that fire energy where it needs to go. As in right now, I'm communicating with you all because If I didn't, my mind would be scattered all over the place. So I'm focusing on one thing. So I'm bringing that air energy into perspective, into a place, and the energy is flowing with divine order in a fire that says, I'm passionate about teaching. I'm passionate about giving information, but yes, I have to also give the right information and make sure that I am focused so that I can channel and give the right information. So, if any of you listen to this today, is Tuesday, August 23rd, and you want to become a part of our membership or our leadership group, it's $25 a month. I'll put the information at the bottom of the description panel. You can also email me at ifwbuilders@gmail.com. As you can hear, I'm hyped up. I have the energy, but you know what? My body is saying just sit down and speak. So it's a speaking time. Not to mention that today the sun went into Virgo. So Virgo is about health and wellness. It's about servanthood. It's about serving. And it's also analytical. So it'll be thinking about everything that it could be thinking about. And this is not even half of the energies that we're dealing with, because as I said, we got about 7 planets in retrograde, and Uranus just went into retrograde. So that means that our technology information is turning around within us, and it's going back into the past to bring forward something from the future. So also let me head you up on the fact that Virgo will be going, or we'll have our new moon in Virgo, which means that you want to plant Virgo type of seeds. Virgo, like what professions you want to go into, what is your ambition, what you want to see harvest for the Virgo full moon when it comes up in 6 months or so. So you look up Virgo information or things about the Virgo house, whatever you have in the Virgo house, and then you can get an idea of what you want to plant right now. Like right now, I'm planting new business endeavors because I serve people. I'm planting new business endeavors in astrology, in psychology, in theology, because that's what I do. Those are my studies. And why do I study that? Because I love to help myself and people understand their behavior. So I'm planting that for Virgo because it's a servanthood and a virtue house according to the Bible. Yes. All right. So you guys be blessed, and I will see you soon. You'll become a part. Oh, yeah, 7 o'clock Eastern Time next Monday, the 29th of August. We have an event kicking off with me and Charmaine Branch, who is a social media marketer. We're going to be discussing our areas of work to give you more information on what we do, and also if you want to, begin your business endeavors. All right, so be blessed, and thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for sharing.